What is up, everyone? It's Matt, your Aravaipa Virtual Race Director, and I'm here for our post-race wrap-up show for the Cocodona Virtual Experience. And before we kick things off, I bet you can barely recognize me. That's right. I got a haircut, and that is because it is race week here. Rob, my cohort in the Cocodona live stream, and I are racing the Big Pine 27K up in Flagstaff, Arizona this weekend. Neither of us are training at all, really, so it's going to be a great time. We actually do have a video on that race, so once you're done enjoying everything that comes with this live stream, check out the video on our Aravaipa Running channel where we sit down with the race director of the Flagstaff Big Pine races and the blackout night runs. And yeah, I hope you all enjoy that video. And we're going to go ahead and just get started. We don't have any course recap or anything like that this week. If you're watching live, I do have the live chat pulled up to my left here, so if you have any questions or anything like that, feel free to shout them out in the live chat, and I'll be able to read those. But first and foremost, I want to just congratulate everyone, whether you made it all 250-plus miles or whether you didn't. Everything that everyone has done and shared with us via social media over the last 5 weeks has been amazing and inspiring to me, and it's been awesome to follow along. So a huge congratulations and a huge thank you to everyone who participated in this event. Again, it means the world to us that you would take time out of your days and weeks to spend time with us and to journey through the great state of Arizona with us here. So without taking up too much of your time, we are going to go ahead and take a look straight away at the race leaderboard and take a look at all of the finishers here. So again, I think as of last week, we had already had, I don't remember the exact number, but we'd had over 25 finishers. I know that for sure. And so I'm just going to scroll through here. Some of these people have already finished. And again, I know that there's an error in the results here that I'll get taken care of on the back end, but I just want to scroll through and recognize everyone who participated here. I remember Erica Chalmers, we checked it on last week, and we had a few people here who were getting close. And here, I think that now we're getting to folks who had just finished. We've got Elizabeth Asensio McKay. We've got Tom Parson. Sean Gibson, who was the winner of last week's virtual challenge. So he got a free entry into Summertime Binge, I believe. So shout out to Sean, Margaret DeHess, Brian Demings. And so you can see everyone over that 255-mile threshold. And I apologize for that. We're going to scroll through here. Let's go ahead and take a look. We got Lori Robinson of Queen Creek there. Let's go ahead and take a look at how many people hit that 255-mile threshold here. Chelsea Topping, shout out to Chelsea Topping there. She has done a number of our virtual races already this year, and it looks like she finished the Cocodona Virtual Experience as well, almost 300 miles there. So shout out to her. Let's go ahead and take a look. We've got 100 people over. Let's go to the next page here. Amanda Rosenberg. Oh, so we had 100 people, and then we had a lot of people real close here at 250, 230 for Sarah Foreman. So shout out to everyone who participated, but it looks like we finished with 100 total finishers, which, again, is truly incredible for an experience like this. I understand, running 50 miles a week for 5 weeks isn't the easiest thing to do. So shout out to everyone who, ventured along this journey and got as far as they could throughout the course of this 5 weeks. So The next thing I want to do is go ahead and give me 1 second here, and I'm going to bring the iPad back up in just 1 second, and we are going to take a look at the old Instagram. 1 second here. And I believe, here we go. So we are going to go to some of the most recent posts. We should have a good number of finisher posts. Let's check this one out. We got a little swipe through here with the Premium Award. Run 365. Finished the Cocodona Virtual Experience just a couple days ago. And, of course, celebrating. Let's go ahead. Celebrating with some Cinnabons. Love to see it. So shout out to you, Run 365. We got a Nordic Track photo from Walkabout Woman with her Premium Award as well. What else do we have here? Oh, we got Dirt Diva Catra Corbett with her beautiful dog, Baxter, who finished the Cocodona Virtual Experience as well. Oh, and they set up... Oh, that's amazing. They set up a little finish line. Look at this. That's awesome. Shout out to Miss Corbett and her beautiful dog, Baxter, for joining us. What else do we got? Oh, we got a finisher medal and shirt. Tom Triplet Dad. Claire finished the 255 miles in 30 days. Shout out to her. And shout out to everyone else who participated here. Let's see, what else do we have here? Run 365 again. We just saw a photo of him in his shoes here. And then we got a group run from the Running University. Training for the Trans Rockies run out at White Tank. So again, Greater Phoenix area. And they are out here training for Trans Rockies by doing the Cocodona Virtual Experience. And look at this rock formation. This is actually super cool. To me, that actually kind of looks like a shoe. I don't know if anyone else sees a shoe there, but when I see that rock on the top, it looks like it could be a running shoe. Look at this. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of our top posts. So since we're recapping everything here, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the posts from throughout the event. And if anyone who is watching live in the chat wants to shout out their favorite moment or favorite part of this event, I'd definitely love to shout it out on chat. And we got Margaret in the chat. She completed the Pinal Peak inaugural race as part of the Vertical Challenge. Great race. Yeah, Margaret, Pinal Peak is one of those races that I think is going to become, a staple in the desert here over time. So we're super excited about that race, and we're glad that you enjoyed it. And we're able to kind of double down and do one of our in-person races as well as our virtual challenge here. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the top posts here. We got Layla's Walker crossing the Williamsburg Bridge for mile 105 of the Cocodona Virtual Experience. So shout out to you in the wonderful state of New York. We've got some, what is this from Rich Myers? I don't know what these are. Those bats? I don't know what those are, but and Rich, shout out to Rich for posting some photos of the live stream. The live stream was absolutely amazing and fun to be a part of. So shout out to Rich there. And then, of course, I've got to click on Baxter every time I see little Baxter here. And this was a repost from our account. But Baxter, legs and all, finished the Cocodona Virtual Experience. So shout out to him. And Brenda Daly in the chat says she had an amazing time. Everyone was super inspirational, and at 69, she completed the race in 15 days. Shout out to you, Miss Brenda. That is an amazing accomplishment, and I'm super proud of you. I think we've exchanged some emails over the last few weeks during the event, and I'm super happy that you joined us for the challenge and were able to push yourself and complete the distance in such a short amount of time. So shout out to you. Sean Gibson is in the chat here. Again, Sean won an entry into Summertime Binge last week, and we just saw him on the results as a finisher this week. Let's take a look at some more photos here. Christy from Missoula, Montana. Christy she posted a lot here throughout the course of the race, and she always had some really incredible Instagram posts. So shout out to you, Christy. And then this was actually one of my favorites here, was Rich Myers taking a photo on the train track. I did get confirmation that this is like Rich's thing. He does that when he crosses the train track after responsibly making sure that there's no train coming. But Rich's hat was what I thought was really cool. So shout out to Rich, and he got some animal photos there as well. What else do we have here? We've got Sarah Foreman running in the woods here, some beautiful scenery. So we are going to bring it back in studio here. So again, thank you to everyone who throughout this entire journey shared little bits of their experience with us, whether it was through emails or through social media or anything like that. It was so fun and inspirational to just follow along and be able to just watch everyone's journey unfold. So with that being said, we are going to announce our kind of weekly challenge and raffle winners for this final week, and we're going to kind of put a little bow on what has been such an amazing multi-week adventure traversing the Cocodona 250 course virtually. So I am going to bring up the iPad once more, and we are going to look. So for the final week, runners needed to basically just comment on this week 5 Instagram post to be entered into a raffle to win an Aravaipa Running kind of swag bag. So I am going to pick a random winner here. And we have J_Bostic is going to be the winner for this week's Aravaipa swag bag. So we will reach out to you and make sure that we get that out to you and get all the information we need. And so then lastly, and I'm going to bring it in studio for this for just a moment, our challenge for last week was the most vertical gain in a single run. And so the winner of that is going to get a free entry into our Limitless Vertical Challenge, which that race kicks off later this month, June 25th, and ends on July 4th. So the winner of last week's challenge will get an entry into that. If you are someone who enjoys grinding out vertical gain, I promise you that's going to be a really fun experience. So definitely check that out on our website, aravaiparunning.com, and it will be on the homepage there, and you can learn a little bit more. So the winner of last week's challenge, again, was most vertical feet gained in one run, was none other than Baxter the dog. So I'm going to reach out to Katra Corbett and see if she wants the entry for herself or if she wants little Baxter to be entered in to win. But they both got in nearly 3,000 feet of gain in one run, which is incredible, especially this late in the race. And I know Katra had already finished the race and had kept going with her little fur buddy Baxter. So they are going to get the entry into the Limitless Vertical Challenge, and what an amazing accomplishment for a little dog, And so I want to bring it back right here just to show our winner. Little Baxter, that guy right there, nearly 3,000 feet of gain in a single run. Went up to a summit that was just over 11,000 feet. So shout out to little Baxter. And so before we send off and conclude this amazing virtual experience, I do want to take time to shout out some people in the chat. The Running University, thank you for a fun event. Thank you for participating. I believe I saw some photos from you on the Instagram. So again, thank you so much for sharing your story with us. Doug Cummings, favorite part was completing the last 10 miles of the live event course up and over Eldon and down through Flag to the finish line. Doug, that was such an amazing story when you shared that with me through via email, and I hope that it was like a truly great experience. I think that'd be really something that would be cool. Is just being able to kind of finish your virtual journey as the runners did. And I hope that the finish line that you envisioned in your mind was just as epic as the one that we had set up at the finish line in Heritage Square on race day. Jeff Dashnall, sorry. My favorite part was being able to get third time doing 26.2 miles and without having to tow a start line. Thank you for the motivation, training for future races. Thank you so much for joining us, Jeff. And that's, part of what we were trying to do with this race was to just give you a fun, interactive experience that showcased some of Arizona's, true beauty virtually, but also helped keep you motivated and moving forward as you look towards, future goals and races. Margaret in the chat, she was able to get over 56,000 feet of gain over the course of the race. So shout out to you. That's a ton of gain. So that was definitely, great training for Pinal Peak. Yeah, that definitely seems like it would be really great training. So, and Rich Myers in the chat, I just shouted out your beautiful straw hat again, Rich. That was one of the highlights of my event. Just enjoying the live enjoying running during the live coverage. So Rich finished, I think, in 8 days or something like that. Definitely within 10 days. I think it was 8 days. So Rich got everything out of the way real quick, but was able to get a lot of his running in while Rob and I were sitting at this very desk, bringing you the live coverage of the Cocodona 250. So, and then Brenda, the milestone medals were well thought out and very encouraging. Thank you, Brenda. That was one of the things that I was super proud of our team for being able to execute, was being able to present, milestones that looked good, but also kind of helped tell the story that we were trying to tell, which was this journey from Black Canyon City to Flagstaff. So thank you for noticing that. It definitely means a lot to me and our creative team here for being able to execute. And with that, again, I want to thank everyone for having joined us over these last 5 weeks. It's been a great experience, and I hope that you all continue to find some amazing motivation as you train for future events. And I hope that you continue to share your stories with us in training, both for in-person races, and hopefully you join us for more of our virtual races as well. So make sure you're sharing your training and journeys with us by tagging us at Aravaipa Virtual on Instagram. And, I love following along as many of you continue to do amazing and epic things. So that's going to do it for this live stream, and that is actually going to do it for our Cocodona Virtual Experience. So thank you all for joining us, and I hope that you all continue to train throughout these summer months. See ya.